Hey guys, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Yes, how you doing? Today is a beautiful Sunday. Yes, it is. Yeah, today is November 8th, 2020, and the time is about 1:43 p.m. Yeah. Wow, it's nice today. Very nice. Just have my sweater on. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah. Very nice. It seems very peaceful out here. Yeah, we're going out today, and I have the gang out also with me. I'll show you them. How you doing? Yeah, let me show you the crew. You know, I always like to show my guy. Hey, buddies. Morning, viewer. Yeah, it's the gang there. Say hello, Lily. Come, Lily, Lavi. Okay, hi, Lavi. Yeah, that's the gang. See, they know when they got a good ride going. Yeah. Good afternoon. Yes, going out today. I'm out today, I should say. Yeah, out and about. Did I go out yesterday? Yeah, I just went out yesterday to see what was going on, the workers out there. Yeah. Wow. Sunny now. Yeah, so good afternoon. I feel good when I come out here and talk to you guys. Yep. I like that my dogs are with me. They love being in the cart. They love it. They love seeing outside and everything. Yeah, I didn't take them out for a couple of days. And they need that air. Dogs need it. Yeah, I'm going to go to the Hudson Yards today. And yeah, so what do I want to talk about today? Well, today was just going to be general talk. Yesterday, I was a little, well, I should say a lot upset. Yeah, I'm going to go up the street here. Yeah, I was kind of worked up yesterday about the outcome, but it's all good. This planet has a lot of things, and you can't control everything. And what it taught me is that you can do everything to your best ability, and it's not like you didn't do your job. It just meant that there are other variables out there. And so yesterday's the outcome for the election was what it was. But it's still going to be, can be contested. There's a lot of questionable things that were done. So, I just want whoever who won to win, because I want a fair election, because, one day you might want to vote for, run for president or any type of election, and you want things to be fair. You want that when you do something that a process is adhered to. And if you change it according to favoritism, that is everyone's enemy. And even though someone might have voted for who won, still you want to know that your vote counted. That's important. Your vote counts. So, yeah, I'm glad that I participated. Something that was kind of funny. Now, I was watching different videos regarding the outcome of the election, and this one YouTuber, hey, this one YouTuber who's a black conservative, and I think he's Republican, and he was commenting on some things. And what was funny, he was saying that some of the people were suggesting, like with Trump, that he still has the power to pardon people. He, in revenge, could say, you know, I'm going to let and free these people from prison, right? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yeah, he could say, you know, I put up a good fight, but this is BS. Oh, you want to get rid of me? Okay, I'll get rid of you, but I'm going to release in the public questionable characters. Right? He has that power, right? He can pardon people. So he could do that. He could put in, what do you call it, executive orders. Let's see. Okay, your message was deleted. Let me put on my glasses. I have my I hope I didn't forget my glasses. Oh, I might have forgotten them. Let's see. Shoo. I might have forgotten. Wow. Someone's riding reckless. I may have forgotten my glasses. I thought I put in my bag. Either way, yes, someone, yeah, Trump could put executive orders in there. Like he has the power to declassify sensitive material that could embarrass certain people who want to get into office. He can do that. You know, if Trump does relinquish and not contest, I would say do something. I mean, it doesn't sound very spiritual of me to do that. Let me just make sure nothing. I mean, that's not the most spiritual thing. But you know, when you get angry, you know, you want them to know that, hey, you know, what you did to me was, I didn't like it. I didn't appreciate it. So, you know, I mean, I mean, that's how I feel, you know. I think Trump was harassed from the very beginning. I don't agree with everything Trump did. He didn't have to come out the way he did when he first announced, like that first month or so. But I think he did that to be taken seriously, to be noticed. I think he did that to be noticed. Let me switch hands. Yeah, I can hardly see my face. But yeah, that's what I think would happen. He said what he said to be noticed, but that wasn't necessary. I think overall he was a good president. That I think I felt the most secure under his administration. I did relatively well under his administration, financially speaking. You bet. You bet. And he takes care of the vets. And I am a vet, and I'm proud. I'm a proud vet. Yeah, I was a proud vet. Wow, these cars are going fast today. So I don't know what to make out of this election thing. I mean, see, if it's a fair election, then it's a fair election, and I could go with it. I'm actually not a very political person. I never follow politics. I only started following politics a little bit with Trump. So that was 4 years ago, this time, that I started following the news. So it was a first for me. And I stick behind him. See, he's from Queens, I'm from Queens. And then he lived in Manhattan, and I lived in Manhattan. He didn't live too far from me either. He lives like a mile away when he was in Manhattan. Now he's in Florida. I don't blame him moving to Florida. I don't blame him. Yeah. But I think New York has turned their back on him. A lot of New Yorkers who are very brash like him, you know? And remember, with the hip hoppers, you know, the rap scene, they used to hang out with Trump. P. Diddy, all those different names he went by. Remember? There are even pictures of him and Trump together. So now P. Diddy is going to say, oh, he's a racist. Go to 63rd. What's on 63rd Street? What's 63? I didn't get kind of looking forward. Repeat again what you were just saying. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going further downtown right now. Okay. 2 Street Chicago is really nice. Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. So, very nice. So what was I just saying now? Yeah, so, hello, yeah, how you doing? Yes, all are welcome. I really love hearing from you guys. I love feedback. And I don't have to agree with anybody, you know. It's fun to hear different things, different opinions. This channel is really about my understanding life. It's not about people thinking or acting like me. It's about, you know, because it's like a cake, you know. Cakes come in different flavors, different icing, but they're all good, right? And I learn from you guys. I don't know everything. And sometimes I need to be corrected. I highly respect you. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. And I respect yours also. Thank you. So, let's see. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. And, yeah, Puffy Combs, he, oh, okay, do you like Trump? I support Trump. I do, I'm being honest. I don't talk about it out here, you know, with people around. Because the sentiment here in New York, he's disliked. People are very hostile. And so I keep it to myself. But hey, yeah, I am a supporter of President Trump. He's still the president. Yeah, thank you for that encouragement. Yeah, I am a Trump supporter, and when I first acknowledged Trump, I was afraid.
Biden, Joe fucking Biden.
I was wow, I'm sorry. I think he's just those. Wow, he stuffed something down his pants. I think canned or something. Wow. Sorry. I'm sorry about this. Someone was acting out there, saying something about Biden. But either way, yeah. When I first decided to follow Trump online, I was afraid because I'm a so-called black person, and the consensus in New York City is that if you're a black person, you're not supposed to like Trump, right? You're supposed to like Hillary. But Hillary really did a number and the Clintons together. They did bad things against black Americans. But Trump was liked here in New York City. And he was friends of the hip hop community. Yes, he was. So now Puffy Combs is now saying, okay, what do you think? Okay, Puffy Combs is now saying that he's a racist and this and that, and he's gonna do this and that and have a black party, black party. Sean Combs could have done that 4 years ago. See how phony? See how phony he is? And so if Trump is a bigot, then how come he was friends of him? See, it's all phony. It's all what's political at the time. As for Obama, I did vote for Obama the first time, not the second time. And I'm not a fan of Obama. Now, I voted for Obama not because I wanted to. I wanted to vote for someone else, but that other person's name wasn't on the ballot. And that's the only reason why. Well, I decided then I needed to vote for somebody. And so I said, let me try him because he'll probably win anyhow. And that's basically was it. And I did vote for him. And then he did win. So that's all what happened. And once during his first administration, I didn't care. Do you know Obama's last name? That's funny. That's funny. Do you know Obama's last name? Oh, first name, Barack. Middle name Hussein. Last name Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. That's his name. No last name. Obama is his last name. So either way. Oh, you mean there's his other name, Oturo? You mean Oturo, Barry Oturo? Is that what you mean? Okay, I got the light. It is gorgeous out here. Okay, yes. Sometimes I get okay. Yeah, the weather could be cool. Some days it gets kind of crispy, but right now it's really nice. If you're walking, a nice brisk walk, it's okay. You get warm. So, thinking now, yeah, the weather is getting, it's changing a lot, but right now it's really nice out here. So, oops. Yeah, I have to keep on switching hands because the angle of the sun changes as I change direction. So, yeah, Obama, now, he seems like a nice guy, but he took us for granted. He took Black America for granted. And when just before he got out, he was at a meeting with these other black people, a black caucus. And at this black caucus, he was shaming us, black people. Nice guy, he bombed innocent children. Yeah, oh. Well, I thought his persona seems friendly. His persona is friendly, but I didn't care for he didn't do anything, any policies with black people intended. But Trump did. Trump was bold about that, but not Obama. Okay. I really loved it when Obama doubled. Well, I didn't read all of it. But yeah, I'm not an Obama fan. I'm disappointed in him. But, I wish him well. wish his wife and kids well, but I want him to shut up. He had 8 years to talk to us. He abandoned us. That's how I feel. I feel abandoned by Obama, and so I'm really pissed. Yeah, so I feel New York has abandoned Trump just because of the media. What I learned about all this thing, this election, is that they can take a regular person who you're friends with and then distort the truth and make you into the boogeyman. Yes. So I think that is really something that it doesn't matter. This whole election, it got family members against each other. You saw over the internet, people with family members are ordered out the house because they supported Trump. You never heard someone who was a Trump supporter, who was a Biden supporter, to say you have to get out the house. Never. Okay, I can't see the message right now. The sun is blocking me. Yeah, the sun's real bright right now. It's gorgeous. Okay. They are Biden supporters, just Trump haters. Yeah. Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah. Yeah. Biden supporter, but Trump haters. Yeah. Yeah. I don't hate Biden. I don't really know him. I've never met him. But I don't care about his history. If it's true about his history, Biden had plagiarized his, I don't know whether it was his thesis or some paper, but it was all plagiarized. Not just a paragraph, not even a page. It was a 10-page report, and it was copied. And then he claimed that he graduated from the top of his class when he was actually the bottom of his class. Not the very bottom, but he was in the very back. And what else? There was something else. What was that? Oh, there's several things. Okay, he plagiarized a speech also. So it shows his character. He's a man that lacks character. And so how could I back someone who does all those things? And then remember, there was information on his daughter. Somehow they got his daughter's diary, and he allegedly, according to his daughter's diary, she was molested. And then the other things, pictures of him touching these girls, really inappropriate. Yeah, so I don't respect that. It's a lot of people out today. Let's see. Let's try the other one. Yeah, so how could let's see. Molested by who? Oh, the daughter was molested by the father, Biden. It was somehow the daughter is an adult. She's in her 30s. Someone got her diary and then copied it and put it over the internet. Now, I hope the girl didn't, to release something like that, something that personal. Now, if she allowed it and she gave it, that's that's still embarrassing. But yeah, Biden molested, her diary said that Biden, the father, had molested her. There were other things about him. He's just a unstable character. So, wow, a lot of people are out today. Yeah, this is the Hudson Yards. Yeah, this area is friendlier. I was gonna go to the park, then I said, you know, it'd be probably too rowdy with the revelers. I said, I'm still a little sensitive from yesterday. Yeah, here, this is a new establishment. It's called the Hudson Yards. It's brand new. I've showed you this before. Let me show you now. Let me turn the camera. Okay, that is called the Vessel. And there's stairs. You could go all the way to the top. You get a ticket. On that side, that's where the river is, the Hudson River. Or here. And on the other side, oh, that's very nice for you to say that. Thank you. Thank you, F14. Yeah, so all here, and way on the other side, there's some statues. I could also bring you there also. Yeah, I could still show you as I talk. So yeah. Yeah. Wow, everybody's like, oh, this is interesting. Yeah, it's a lot of people out today. I haven't seen this before. They have these little recliners. Oh, a show. Let's see what's here. Let's see what this is together. Yeah, all this area is new. Oh, it's some type of ball game. Okay, look at that. That's a first. Well, that's a very nice gesture. You see that? Look at all the people out here. And in the little squares. Let's take a look at the water. Wow, I'm glad I came out over here. Yeah, the people that come out here, they're getting little games. Little beanbag game. That's nice. The little kids playing, that's very nice. Wow, it's a lot of people out today. Yeah, these are the yards. It's the train yards that you see behind there. Let me get a little further, a little closer, I mean. See that? Oh, wow. That's a very nice city. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, this is called the Hudson Yards. And they're called the yards because it's like a bus depot. I mean, I should say it's built right beside a bus depot. But all these buildings like this here, this is all new. It officially opened last year, I think 2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, so early last year, it opened. Something like that. So it was either late 2018 or the beginning of 2019. Okay, that's the mall back there. Yeah. So let's see where else I could show you. Yeah, let me show you the other. Okay. Look at that. So they love it. They love it. They're glued to that, looking forward. Yeah, I'm not so much a football fan. Yeah, I give them their space, boy. I know people who like football. They don't want to be bothered. It's all good. And look at this. This is a cycle place. Soul Cycle. Yeah, that's the entrance to the vessel that you see there. And they go here. I guess they have classes or something like that. Right now they're not in session. This is the mall. It's nice and they're dog friendly. They are dog friendly. Yeah, we're going there too. Uh-huh. Okay. Yes, I can go. Let's go in the mall. Oh, I don't want to go. I have to put on my mask. I go in the mall. No, I don't want to put on my mask. We'll go on the other side. I'll show you the statues. Got little statues. Yeah, a lot of this mall has a lot of high-end stuff, and they are dog friendly. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera back. Yeah, let's put it back. Yeah, so this is the Hudson Yards. It's a new mall, and they're still building. They're going to be, I think, a post office. I know school. They said they're building a school here. Yeah, so 10 for families to move here. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, yeah, I like it. It's relaxing, and they seem really. My dogs seem to like it here, and they say, the people that come here seem to be dog friendly also. Yeah, it's a lot of people than usual. Yeah, I guess everybody's happy because of all that election stuff. But yeah, this is really something. So let's see. Yeah, I want to show you this other side of this mall. Not the mall, but the vicinity, the park. Okay. So this is the other side. Let me turn the camera. Okay, they have these curvy. Oh, let me show you the gorilla. Let's show you the gorilla. See the little gorilla here? There's a line to climb on the gorilla. Look at that. Look at that. The name. See, could you see it now, the little gorilla? It's a statue. And that's, let me take a look at the sign here. It's a beautiful gorilla. So let's look at the name. King Yana. King Yana. Poor fellow. Yeah, so people could go in the hand. Yeah, it's a big one. Okay. So here, they have really nice curvy chairs here, you see? The lawn. It's nice. Yeah, this is really nice. It's peaceful. I know they have another statue. Oh, good, they got a water fountain there. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, more buildings. Look at the windows on this. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna sit over on this end here, get some sun. I thought there was a statue over here. I don't have it there now. I'm gonna take a seat right here. I'm gonna sit right here. My dogs want to get out now. See that? I'll get you out first, Lily. Yeah, they have a harness. It's not like on the neck. Jump, 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 wee. Oops. Get out my little pumpkin. She's more delicate. I grab her by the body because she had the surgery on her spine. Yeah, look how happy she is. Look how happy she is. Yeah. Yeah, so what else I want to talk about? Oh, I completed hope you guys could hear me. I completed another book. I have tons of books. I never used to buy books. Now I love books. Yeah, I got, what's the name? Life of something like The Life of a Slave Girl. It's a narrative on a runaway slave, a female. And I learned of the book when I was in the military, and we were stationed in Virginia. And Virginia's in the South, for those of you who are from another country. It's in the southern part of the U.S. And they had slavery there. And yeah, they had a bookstore, and it seems like areas that have, like, each region, at least in my experience, like Virginia, they have books for like tourists and stuff, and history books. And they had a black section in Virginia, and they had some interesting books on history of slavery in the U.S. and I guess in particular Virginia. Yes. Oh, you want water? Let me get you water. Yeah. And so I actually had the book back then, but then I lost, I lost a lot of my stuff. And let's see, this past July, I repurchased it, and I just completed this morning. Let me just get water for my dog. Oh, wow, my watch? Wow, my watch fell off. My watch just broke. Look at that. It fell. See, it just broke. Wow. Wow, it fell. I found it in my bag. It fell off my wrist when I was digging in my bag. Wow, what fate for you. So let me just put this down. I'm gonna feed my dog. We can still talk. Oops. Up. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so I can still talk and I can get my dog the water. Yeah, so I just completed the book today. It's not a big book, but it's fantastic for historical purposes to know the social condition of the time that the story took place. She was a woman. Oops. Okay, hey, get the water. Let me just put it down. What's really remarkable about this woman is that she had to hide in someone's house, in between, like I think it was like on the roof, something like they built a little secret room in the roof, and she stayed there. She had a lie on her back all day. It was just a long enough for her to lie, to lie flat, and then really narrow. Drink your water. You want to come up? It's my dog. Yeah, she had to. She was in hiding in that little cubby hole for almost 7 years. So who else had a hideout in somebody's home? Anna Frank. The Diary of Anna Frank. Well, what's really interesting, I did read the book, The Diary of Anna Frank. I was in the fourth grade when I read it. Yeah? Get some water. Come. Yeah, we had to read, no, a brother of mine had to read the book, and that brother showed me the book. It was easy reading for me, and I enjoyed it. What I enjoyed about that book was that she was a young girl, and I was a young girl at the time, and I didn't know about uh, bigotry. I didn't have a name for that back then, really. So I just read it for that. It was just a story about a girl, and it did come on television about the book, so I saw that also. But the United States, I mean, if the Diary of Anna Frank is required reading in some of the schools for children, yes. Just a moment. Come here. She's the culprit. She's the one that was barking. Yeah, I'm gonna have you look at yourself. Go bark at yourself now. Bark, bark. So, sorry. Yeah, so United States have people who were in hiding, and here this girl is in hiding for almost 7 years. She almost got crippled. Hey, hey. She almost got crippled because she couldn't really move. Yeah, and she had to worry about her children being taken away. See, this in slavery, the status of the slave was what the mother was. So if the mother was a slave, even though the father might be free or even a white person, the child is a slave. So let's say if it's a white woman had a child with a slave man, the child is free. So it talked about like one thing that I want to stress with the book and the subject of slavery of that day was that there's a assumption that because people think the North, why are you barking? Why is she barking like that? You go get your water and you behave yourself. You know what it might be? She might want food. I fed her. We all eat breakfast and then we come out here. You behave yourself. Stop that barking. Yeah, actually, I couldn't find her treats. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm watching someone dangling their dog. Okay. Come on. Okay. Someone has a cute little dog. Okay, they put it in a little bag. You behave yourself. Okay, what I was saying now, I apologize. Lila, you have to stop that. You want the water? I don't have any food for you right now. There's no food in there. I don't think it's any food. There's no food. I bet she wants food. Hey, yeah, your doggy is adorable. Pretty, very nice. Cutie. Oh, Lily. I look so sad. Yeah. You sit there. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. See, it's an assumption that, like, they want to make the northern part of the U.S., that it was all about freedom. No, the North had slavery, just like the South. But the North decided to end the institution of slavery. I don't know why, but it wasn't as much into agriculture. The North was more about industry and manufacturing goods, while the South was agriculture. and you need a lot of labor for agriculture. But the North had slavery. It ended slavery. Yeah, there was even slavery in New York City. Uh, but it ended slavery around maybe 20 years before, something like that. Um, yeah, 20, 30 years before. Um, but the attitude towards blacks in the North um, at times wasn't good. Um, it explained a lot about the anxiety that could happen to people who were runaway slaves to the northern states once the North had abolished slavery. For example, it said, I think it was either Boston or uh, Pennsylvania. I'm sorry. They had, yeah, the police were used as slave catchers. I kid you not. You had something on your bottom right of the tip. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what was that? I'm sorry, I had something on what? Had something on the bottom. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's quiet. Let's stop it. Thank you. Mm, okay. I hope it's gone. Is it gone? I hope it's gone. Let's see. I just see. Um, oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much for telling me that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. What was interesting? The. Oh, let me just get something. Uh, Sorry, just got my tissue. Yeah, let me tell you something. See, why I'm reading these books. See, I need to educate myself. See, my relatives weren't from the South. My black relatives, they're from the Caribbean, and so, um, I mean, we learned some history. I was born and raised here in New York, but I don't know all the. We had some history on slavery here, but New York really doesn't want to discuss that. Well, I hear noise in the back there. Okay. Well, anyway, I got a loose train of thought. Okay. You had in the northern state. Oh, there was a law that was passed. It was the Fugitive Slave Law, and it gave like you may have a runaway slave, and it gave the law passed allowed people from the south to get back the slaves up north. Oh, there's like a, a rally. There's a stay. There's a rally coming this way. It's getting louder. Come on, louder. Cut it out. Come on, cut it out. Sorry about that. Okay, what I was saying now. Yeah, so what was happening? A law was passed, a federal law that was signed by Congress. And because you were having a lot of slaves running away to the northern states. And they complained a lot, the South. Let's, let's cut that out. My little boy is just sorry about that. Yeah, so they wanted to be on good standing with the South, and so they didn't want the South angry at the North. So they passed the law, and the law allowed them to get back their property, yeah, and bring it back down south. So this had many of the runaway slaves in New York, Pennsylvania, all over. It made them afraid because there's bounties. They could even though they didn't have telephones or things like that, but you had people, going back and forth to the south and north, sending messages home. And so they could just tell someone who's going up north, hey, if you see so and so, let us know, and we give you a bounty. We'll give you money. Not all whites had money, and so you had some whites who did it for money. There's no food for you. No. Yeah, I think that's what she wants. But I don't have any. Come, stop that. You stop that. So yeah, the police were used as catchers, and even if you weren't a slave, even if you're a black person or a mixed race, someone could just say, hey, I'm going to kidnap you and I'm going to sell you to the South. So the blacks up here started to be afraid, were not trusting of anybody. So they didn't trust the cops because the cops were kidnapping or taking the former slave back to the South. So it just goes to show you how history could, the remnants of history could affect people today. Yeah. So the police that they got in those days, these were immigrants from Europe, and they were poor. And the people who did police work were not the people of high status. So it's like today, Come here, come here, come here. Sorry, I'm trying to, yeah, she just got quiet now. Yeah, so the book is fantastic in detailing thought. It also talked about like what was another trend. You had, yeah, that's why a lot of people are afraid of blacks are afraid of cops, because back in those days, this was in the 1850s, that people were being kidnapped. Free blacks, even runaway slaves, were being kidnapped, taken, and sold to the South. It was all about money. You had poor white people from Europe who did anything for money. You had someone, this was another interesting fact that happened to the lady itself, who the book is, that the person who wrote the book, a former female slave. She was being sexually harassed by her so-called owner's father. She was given to a little girl. Like, the little girl's father had died, and his estate went to his daughter, but the daughter's only 5 years old. So the uncle kind of like managed everything and took over the property, including human lives. And so he would sexually harass her. What other things happened? She helped cope. Like, she didn't know what to do regarding the sexual harassment. And this guy is married with kids of his own. And the sexual harassment was so intense that she knew it was inevitable, but she wanted to control some aspect of her body. So this is what she does. Stop that. She meets a guy, a white man, who liked her. And they had sexual relations. She became pregnant. And so when, people are going to see that she's pregnant. And so the so-called owner, the uncle of the owner, sees that she's pregnant. So of course he's not going to want to have sex with her being pregnant, but he wants to know who the father is. What it turns out, stop that. You come here. You come here. No, you come here. She won't stop. Look at that. This is the little pumpkin. She was the barker. Look at her little legs. Look at it. Isn't that cute? Ow, 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 ow. I love my little pumpkin. Yeah. So, uh, so she gets pregnant. She gets pregnant twice by him just to keep the other guy off her back. Um, so even though, like, she is still a slave, um, but it's really weird the relationship of the people. You had some blacks who were freed. They might have um, purchased their freedom from their oppressor. So the girl's grandmother was free. So she did stay with her grandmother. It was a pressure for her to tell who the father was. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. In those days, it was against the law, get this, it was against the law for a female, I guess a female slave, to tell who the father of her child is. Okay, could you get that? Could you believe that, I should say? Yeah, it was against the law. So she, of course, they knew who the father was, but this is the type of pressure that she had. So she decided to, I guess for protection, that if a man claims another woman sexually, that the other men could kind of back off. And because the father of her baby was a free white man who got into politics, okay, the relationship between the children of a slave and a white free man, like strangers. The white man didn't really take care of his children. He didn't really recognize his children as his children. He knows biologically it's his, but they still considered them objects. It's really horrible. The story of this girl. Once, like, the girl who was a byproduct of that white man, the free white man, and the slave woman. The mother when the girl gets older, the mother needs to tell the girl about her heritage. But it turned out the girl knew all along because someone else told her when growing up, and she didn't want. She felt the pressure of knowing that fact and the shame that, like, for example, a white man, could have a child from a slave and then have his legal white wife, and the children could be the same age. And the children may even play with each other, okay? So two siblings, one's free and one's slave. But the free girl, the free girl gets the love, and the slave girl doesn't get any affection from the father. Isn't that awful? So this is what people had to live with. So it's really interesting. Oh, there's another aspect of this story too. The same little girl, the byproduct of the white guy and the slave woman. In short, the mother was promised that, relatives, biological relatives of the biracial girl, which would be their cousins, was told that they wanted to take her because they thought she was nice, take the little girl to live with them, and she was promised an education. Well, of course, they never educated her, and they just used her as a slave. Could you believe that? So you're enslaving your own cousin. And how they were, so they were supposed to take care of her, but the slave woman, who had by this time escaped slavery in the North, had to pay the cousin had to pay for her daughter's clothing and everything. They didn't want to pay for the girl's clothing. So here they took the girl away to live with the white side of her family, but require the slave woman to pay for her expenses. And they didn't educate her. So they used her as a slave. And So the psychology of the victims of slavery went deep. So you can be a mixed race, but not be considered part of the family. You were sold to different family members. There was no respect, and you really treated like property. And many of these people are taken advantage of sexually also. So it wasn't a glamorous life. I know some movies may romanticize a biracial woman, but you sometimes the people look very, almost like a European. So it's always about like they might have escaped and they might look something like a white person, but once it is discovered your racial lineage, that they don't want to be your friend. They like, for example, the woman also had a son, the mother, a biracial son, and she what was that. The mother wanted the son to get to learn a skill, a job. So she was able to set up an apprenticeship for him. This was up in the north, and the son looks like a white person. But when it was discovered that her mother, that the boy's mother is a slave, all the people, the other students harassed him. And it got so bad. And these were people, immigrants from Europe. And I think some of them could have been other people of color, but not of African blood. So it showed how the North and their so-called minorities and new arrivals from Europe targeted black people from apprenticeship programs for the male. It was awful. Yeah, the slave life of a man had a different component to it than a female. For example, the females, it wasn't a threat for them to sew or cook. And the work primarily was for other white people. So that's considered a lowly job even for a housewife to cook and clean her own house. So to get another woman to cook, clean, and do errands, that wasn't considered a threat. But what about the male slave, whether he be a biracial or a pure-blooded African type? He was feared. He was feared by other men. And some men, some men, they have, they're confident. Whether slave or not, they want to be respected. And he stood his ground, the biracial boy. And he left and became a merchant seaman or something like that. Eventually he came back. I don't know how the mother got in contact with him when he left. But at some point when he came back, the mother and the son reunited. And he eventually moves to California with his uncle. And at one time, it was illegal for blacks to go to California and the West Coast. So that's another component. That was another component to the history of slavery. So I think it's important for people to learn this history, because then you understand the politics of certain states, why some areas are resentful towards black Americans. And it didn't matter if you were a mixed race or not. They didn't want you there, and they didn't want you to compete for jobs for them. If the position required them to, sorry, I got it this way. Yeah, so if you weren't considered a threat, if you're serving somebody, yeah, if you weren't You won't consider a threat if you are doing something of service, you know, taking care of a child. But for the men, it was more challenging for them. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's very important to know the history of an area. Yeah. Sit down. Yeah, it's okay, baby. Okay. I don't want the water to fall. Yeah, I hope you guys are following the story. Yeah, it's a very, very good story. No, come here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's friendly. Sorry. So you stay here, Labby. Yeah. So, I can't think of anything else with the story, but it's a good story. And the next book I want to read. Let me show you the next book I want to read. I think I brought it with me. Let me see. I started reading a couple of weeks ago. I could go like through, like I might start a book and then I get bored, then I read something else and I come back to the first one. But let me show you this one I started reading already. Oops. Yeah. See that? Yeah. That's what I'm reading. Yeah. This book is about a guy who he was abused by his father. He had a brother also, and the father was just a mean guy. He had a mother and father, and I think it's from upstate New York, actually. Yeah, I think he's from upstate New York, and he gives his story how he uh, became a Navy SEAL and other real challenging jobs. Yeah, and he's on YouTube. His name is David Goggins, Goggins. Yeah. So if you want to get like encouraged, like any of you people out there who feel that life has given you a bad deal, yeah, he was really treated like crap. He lived in fear. He and his mom and brother, they were beaten up by the father. Uh, and then he turned his life around. Yeah. So again, it's called Can't Hurt Me. Can't Hurt Me. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to try to read different types of books, and I also want to read metaphysical books. No, you stay right here. You keep barking. That's why. That's why. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, so these are the things I want to be doing. I wanted to educate myself about American history, the history that they want to hide. Yeah, the more you know, I mean, the more rounded you are, and the things that you do is based on knowledge rather than emotion. I'm very emotional, but I want to base things more on knowledge, on information. You step there, you step there. Yeah. So I can't think of anything else. Anything anybody wants to ask me? Yeah, you come here. You come here. You keep walking. She has a strong tummy. She can keep her legs straight like that. See that? It's hilarious. Yeah. So, yeah, so how was election time for you guys? Was it, were people dancing around? And yeah, they were happy in New York yesterday, boy. They were jumping a storm. Yeah, they were. Will you stop that? Yeah, it was, wow, I got a little emotional yesterday, but it's all good. I got to do more internal work, so to speak. Come on. There's no reason for you to bark like that. No reason for you to bark. Yeah. It seems like they stop when they know they're on camera. Doesn't she look funny? Yeah, I love her to death. She's really nice. Yeah, she's walking better now. She's walking better. Oh, I can't think of anything else to say. Yeah, life is what it is. Yeah, um, I want to do more reading. I have tons of books. I have, oh, I think a couple of hundred now. Yeah, I have books in my bedroom, and most of the books are in my living room. Yeah, I started buying books in 2015 when I had this paradigm shift. Yeah. So yeah, I need to educate myself. So yeah, I can't think of anything else. But this is a really beautiful day, and yeah, try to get out, people. I know it's hard for everybody here. With it's a stressful environment, but take care of your health. Try to, here I'm talking about health and everything. Let me tell you what I did yesterday out of stress. When I came home after doing those videos, I bought a pint of ice cream and a bag of flavored popcorn. Yes, I did. Yeah, I was. When I get stressed, I do indulge. Yeah, so that's what happened. So yeah, so I'm gonna relax, and I might go inside the mall. I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot of people out here right now. So oops. Yeah, so my batteries are running low now too. But I appreciate you guys listening and everything. And my little doggies say have a good day. So peace, love, and joy to you all. Take care. Bye bye.